Well, let's speak to Mike Berry. He's a clinical forensic psychologist at Manchester Metropolitan University, and he joins us on the line now. Breivick's lawyer says that he appears to be insane. Would you agree with that?
No, my first response is that we want people to be insane. When they do horrible things, you want them to be insane. Most spree killers, and this is a spree killer, are completely sane. It's very rare for them to be insane. And I've been reading his, part of his 1,500-page document, and he comes across as a very sound, sane, intelligent person. And I think maybe the defence are starting to look at possible defence causes. So let's go for insanity because that's his best defence. But I don't think he is insane.
So do you think that there is a chance that he will plead insanity in that case?
There's a chance that his lawyer will advise him to plead it, but I suspect he won't. This man's very much in control. He knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants, and I think it would be devastating to his personality if he was to plead insanity, because he doesn't see what he's done as wrong. He sees very much as the right thing to do. He's leading the revolution, he's changing the world. If you actually sit and read what he says, he's actually quite convinced that what he's doing is right.
So they are expecting to do a medical evaluation on him to establish his psychiatric condition. Just explain to us, what will they be looking for?
Thought disorder would be one of the first things. Paranoid ideation, or whether he's thinking that people are reading his mind, whether he's under some influence. And there doesn't seem to be, although I gather his lawyer's now suggesting that he was under drugs at the time, which I find quite interesting because he comes across very much as a control freak. And in my experience, control freaks don't want to have drugs or alcohol influencing the way they're thinking. So I would think that he wasn't under drugs at all.
Well, judging by what some of the survivors on that island were describing, how he was very controlled as he walked through the people there and just individually shot everybody. It sounds that he was very much in control. And the level of planning, the attack on Oslo city centre and then the killings on this island, it does show that he went to painstaking, meticulous planning with this.
And that's why I don't think he's insane. There's not the impulsivity, there's not the skipping from one idea to another. He's been very, very controlled. I understand from what I'm reading of his work at the moment, it's several years of planning has gone into this. This is not the mind of somebody insane. This is somebody who's obsessed by what he's doing, who really believes that he has to set the world on fire, set the revolution going.
Mike, what do you make of his belief that he will be vindicated in 60 years?
I don't know, because he's likely to be dead in 6 years. He's 30-something now. He might just survive to his 90-odd. I don't quite understand what the significance of 60 years' time is, other than we've had some great battles, the 100-Year War and things like this in the past. Hitler talked about 1,000 years of the German, the Nazi movement and everything else. Maybe he's following on from that idea. But experience shows that most revolutions only last for a few years and then they move into a different scale. Even the Russian one has now changed from communist to capitalist society. And we know that in modern days, revolutions don't last that long.
OK, Mike Berry, a clinical forensic psychologist from Manchester Metropolitan University. Fascinating stuff. Thanks for joining BBC Newsday. Right, let's get some other news, because Sharonjeet, the clock is ticking in the United States.